All right, everyone, we will be on YouTube live in just a moment. All right, everybody, we are there live on YouTube. I'm going to go back into our main screen and we're going to get some announcements here to start. Some good celebrations going. Hello, everybody. Hello. Michelle, Dina, Ken, Edna, welcome. Share my screen here for some starting off the day with some good news for everybody. Wanted to congratulate Nicole Wheatley. Nicole Wheatley is our latest to cap at our office. So Nicole has hit 100,000 GCI, gross commission income, for the year. She is our 9th person to do so. And of course, that means she goes to 100% commission for the rest of the year. Some of our competitors, there's a few that do a level of capping, but they still charge you like an admin fee, $150. I've seen $300 per deal. Well, that's not a cap to me. So Nicole is at a full cap. She is also one of our agents that has hit that 4th quartile of progress. I call kind of the top one, an exit all-star. She has enough people that she has attracted to the company that are selling real estate. Her residual bonuses are more than what she pays in. So she's at over 100% commission. So congratulations to Nicole. She joins, that is the 9th person. So there is everybody that has capped so far this year: Wayne, Ursula, Josh, Brian, Andy, Karen, Peter, and now Nicole. That is amazing. And then, all right, we got somebody else that's moving on up a level from a new agent to what we call an emerging agent. So Sebastian Vivas, I love texting back and forth with him and then coaching him. He's always got a great question. We do some CMAs together. He has listings, which is a newer agent, is unusual. Got to spend some time with him on the boat on Wednesday, as we found out that he'd hit his 10th deal. So by the way, there's a little typo in there. We are now doing that split raise to 80% after 10 deals, not 20. So I'll get on Amanda on that. And I will congratulate whoever's next soon, because we got more people coming there. We have a lot of people that are about to cap. So I'm very excited for them. If you have not yet capped, if you have not yet hit that 10%, that 10 deals and hit that 80% permanent base split raise, that is why we're here today, I bet. Here to help you guys on that. So to start off, before we go any further with what you need today, wanted to show you a couple things. In our calendar for next week, we have on Tuesday, 2 big events. Q&A with Eleni from Wise Agent. That is going to be live at the Plainfield office, Plainfield Joliet, so our suburban office. That will be starting at 11 a.m. And yes, that will be on Zoom as well. I will be recording that. That is live with her. So if you're out that way, come get some FaceTime with me, Eleni, and Laura, our operations manager of 11 years now. She was back from her honeymoon on Monday, for those of you guys that are wondering. Then later in the day, if you didn't get to the suburbs, and even if you did, we have the 3rd and final of the summer education series with Marky. It is a happy hour, it is tacos, and it is technology. She's got tequila in there too. I think I may skip that because of the marathon training, but come hang out with us on Tuesday night from 4 to 7. And Eleni from Wise Agent will be there. The COO of Wise Agent will be there with us as well. We got voting for fireworks Wednesday. That may not be full. We'll check that living list tab in a second. Monday night, real estate investing as an independent contractor. That is going to be a really cool class. I have a guest speaker you have not heard from in a while, Marla, my friend Marla Barks. She is going to be with us. She did an incredible job on my podcast this week. It is posted to SoundCloud. If you don't have my podcast, I can share a link for it. And she did such a great job of informing us what we need to look for. And I actually learned some stuff that I did not know about ways you can use equity in your existing home and maybe not get a second loan to do real estate investing. Some fascinating stuff and some pitfalls to watch out for when we're talking about taxes. So that is the week next week. There's a bunch of stuff on Friday that I'm going to announce to you guys as far as Find Out Friday live next week. So lots of in-person time. And then The following week, we got some cool stuff, but I'm really excited about this. Thursday, the 25th from 6 to 8 p.m., another live event, but this is for consumers and for you if you want to come, but it's a small room. I really want it packed with consumers, and it will be broadcast on Zoom and through YouTube as well. Zero down money loans for doctors. You may have heard of that, but it has now been expanded into veterinarians, into some dentists. So who do you know that are in those fields that would like a zero down loan, and it's up to, I think, $1 million. That's an incredible program because a lot of those people, medical professionals, have debt. And so they're struggling with paying off that student loan debt or paying down on it, their monthly payments. Really going to be great. And you will get the text code, the Eventbrite, the graphic, all that good stuff tomorrow. You will not get it today because I promised you one email today. We can only send out one calendar invite a day, and today's was just a reminder of 12:15. So cool housekeeping stuff. I got something else for you that is new, at least new to me. So I'm going to guess one of the things we're going to talk about today is Zenlist. Now the Zenlink, and again, remember, we are just such huge fans of Zenlist. That's why I pay for it for every single one of you. Because it gets our consumers 5 to 7% more properties that are on than on the MLS, that are not on Zillow, not on Redfin, not on Realtor.com. Huge asset for our consumers. Free app for you, free app for them. You remember, of course, if you go down to the bottom left-hand side of your account, you click on that and you'll see this section called Zenlink. Well, now it has a QR code. You can download that QR code. Now, you know, I don't really love QR codes unless they point to a landing page that has some sort of lead capture. Well, guess what? This goes directly to the same spot that if you sent them the Zenlink. So where would this be useful? This would be great at an open house. It would be great at a home buyer event. I see some of you guys are doing some networking on the weekends. I might even have it, by the way, this is thinking out of the box a little bit. I don't know where I put my phone. Oh, it's charging. You could save this to your phone. You could save it to your phone and have it right there in your phone. So when you meet people, oh, hey, scan this code. You could also do that to scan in the digital business card, but I really like this Zenlink. We're getting a lot of traction with it, and it's great for buyers, of course, but also for sellers. So that was a new update I thought was really interesting. They just did that. They're always coming up with new stuff. One more thing I wanted to show everybody, and then we'll move into what you want to learn today. The digital presentations, the Exit digital presentations. Now, if you are looking in the roadmap that we have, that is the first tab in the living lists. You'll note that all the way down, it is on day one, but it's not the first thing. I'm assuming, and that's not a good word to use because you know what the first 3 letters are in that. I'm assuming that people are setting these up. I'm going to do something for you today that I've been doing in individual coaching sessions, but I haven't done for the group. I'm going to show you what I put in my boxes here. Because if you go into exitrealty.com or on the Exit Realty Connect app, if you don't have that download, please do. The Exit Realty Connect app, either way, you've got to do what they call the management of the presentations. It's one time. You don't have to do it more than once. But if you click on Manage Presentations, there is this Manage Settings button. And it's like the minute something has a blank that an agent needs to fill in and kind of word a little bit, I see people freezing up. So I'm going to give you what I put in mine. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. But it is a start. Start with what I put in here, and then you can do your own from there. I did not, in this screenshot that I'm going to put in the coaching blog, I did not put the top part of it because I talk about myself, because a newer agent isn't going to really probably default to, oh, I've done this many deals and I've been in the business this long. You don't have that option yet. And you may just that's not your style anyway to brag like that. The bottom part is a place that everybody can relate to. And I'm distinct in the following ways. This comes straight from that bio that we've been working in the coaching blog, where I explain to you, hey, if you don't want to talk about yourself, you're not comfortable with that yet, let's talk about the company. That language is already in there, but I'm just going to send you, a screenshot of what the whole thing looks like, because that I think will be helpful for you. So I'm going to post that in the coaching blog right while we're here. And I'm going to show you where that is. So if we go in the coaching blog guides, then we can go right into searching for the digital presentations. And in there, I'm going to put this right underneath one of these. Let's see. There's a couple things I want to take off here that I don't love. I'm going to put this in here. Digital, there it is. Digital buyer and seller guides are incredible. I was walking you through how to do it right from my phone, which you can do it from your phone, but you can also do it from your desktop, maybe a little easier the first time. If you don't have these set up, and even if you do, here is a suggestion. I always love Cassandra. She's always using our stuff. I am going to go ahead and attach that screenshot of the sample language that I used. You do not have to use that language, but it might be helpful for you as a baseline. I won't yell at you in all caps. Have to fill it out once. You can always update, edit it later. These are just suggestions. All right, so hopefully that is helpful for you guys. You can make that bigger, and there is the actual big screenshot. All right, that's my big stuff for today. That was my updates. What would you like to learn about today in here? What would you like to learn about today in here? Hello, Michelle. Hello. Talk to me. Let me know. Let's figure out what we need. You guys feel free to unmute yourself if you'd like. I'm waiting. I don't hear from anyone yet. Shirley, hey, thank you for saving my life.
You just mentioned the Zen link. Where do you find that at?
Great question. Okay, I'll go right back into it. So Zenlist, let me start from the top with Zenlist. So if I'm just in my account, so if I go to the zenlist.com, and by the way, if you for some reason are on this and don't have it yet, it is free for everybody in our office. I paid for it for you. You just go into Zenlist on the right-hand side and says sign up or sign in. You sign up as an agent, and then it's going to ask for your MLS information, and that's when they link you to Exit. So hold on here. I think I need to go back into my meeting. I've got too many windows open today. Let's start that again truly from the top. There we go. So I'm obviously logged in to mine. Once you log in, this is exactly what you're going to see as well. What I love is your clients can find out all the different properties in all the different areas, private listing network as well as the regular ones, create their own filters. It automatically tells them what open houses. This is a great example. This is my friend Ryan, 33 places that he in his saved searches he has, and look at his filters, guys. He has a lot of different options. He's kind of just exploring neighborhoods. This is the type of thing that you as an agent almost can't even do in the MLS alone. So it puts the power back in the consumer's hands, and they love it. They're going to chat with you, but obviously it's counting the open houses for this weekend. So you can sit there and in Wise Text or just a regular text on your phone, say, hey, you know what? Some places have open house this weekend. Even if you don't want to go with me, you can always pop through on your own. Most of my clients, we're going to do it together, but it's just a nice way to be reminded of all the different things that are even just on an open house that weekend. But to answer Edna's question, you go down to the bottom left-hand side, see where my cursor is, and it has my little orange face there. You click on account. Hopefully your picture's better than mine. And then you go into ZenLink and QR code. ZenLink and QR code. So there's the ZenLink. That's what a lot of you are putting in your email signatures. That's what a lot of you are putting on your social media. I love it. Because obviously when they sign in there, they have to sign in to do that. You're getting their basic information. But, you've also got the QR code that sends into the same spot. Probably within the next week, we will also have this integrated fully into Wise Agent. They are working on the final back and forth, making sure that works great. So that'll be huge for you as well to, get this information. Once they sign in, it goes directly into Wise Agent. And it's just like the other integrations with Wise Agent. If you've got Wise Agent set up with your exit tools, everything is connected. So when people ask me for my digital business card or text Liebert to 85377, I'm getting their phone number. It's automatically in my Wise Agent, and it's telling me, hey, this is a phone number. It came from the Exit Digital Business Card. Same way with the smart signs, everything like that. It is one less thing to do. My goal is by the end of the year, every single one of you don't data enter anything. Everything, once you've got all this stuff set up, unless you put them in your phone, and even then it's going to go directly into Wise Agent. Everything else, including from your phone, it's going to go into Wise Agent. So it's a huge way to really kind of get organized and not do the double data enter that makes most CRMs and most agents so ineffective. So that was a long answer to your short question. What else, guys? Good question. Good start.
Thank you. So we will be getting the QR code eventually.
Your QR code is already in your account. So,
it's not on my ZenLink.
Okay, let me walk you through this again. So I'm hoping it's on it. I mean, they didn't give me something special. I hope that'd be really embarrassing. They're not supposed to. We all get the same thing when I buy stuff for you. Because I've tested all the stuff out, which is why I asked them, why isn't there a QR code? So if I go to the bottom left-hand side and I click on account, and then I click on ZenLink and QR code, do you see where I am at now?
Yes.
Uh-huh. And then see it says your ZenLink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what does it say below that?
Yes, it says a QR code, download QR code, but I'm saying I'm on mine now, and it's just when I click on ZenLink, I have my HTTP, whatever, all that, but no QR code.
QR code for you. I would go right now into, this is why I like all our vendors, is because they're very good with support. Click on get support and get on with them right now in a message and say, Nick has a QR code, I don't. And as a matter of fact, I'll take a screenshot of it for you, and I'm going to send it to both you and Taylor, our rep at Zenlist. Okay?
Okay.
Right now for you guys. All right, great. So little problem solving there. I love it. Now, who's next?
Nick,
Yeah.
it's Dina.
Hello.
Hi. I used a landing page in Wise Agent for an open house a couple of weeks ago, and I reached out to everyone who signed in, but I didn't know how to send the emails through Wise Agent. Can you go through that? I just sent it through my regular email.
Okay. So you sent so let me understand this. This is a great question. You sent an email, or you hold on, let's get into Wise Agent while I talk to you about it. Close down a couple more windows here. So when you go into Wise Agent, every single time you get a lead in there, there is going to be a source for that lead, right? There's going to be a source for that lead. So, oh, hold on. My internet today is just hating me. Not helpful. I don't know. You guys can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Want to make sure I didn't lose anybody. Let me see here. Let me try this one more time. I don't know why it's not moving screens for me. I'm gonna let that sit just for a second. I may be on my other laptop and it's not letting me do in two spots, but it normally does. Maybe I need to clean off my browser here. Let me see if there's a way that I can explain it to you without going in there. So when you go into your contacts, so first off, everything is driven by categories. So when you go in there, I would want to see, and this is something that maybe Dina, you and I do a one-on-one on too, that I can show you, have you show me your screen in Wise.
Okay.
Because what I'm thinking is that your Wise Agent, as they come in from a landing page, Wise Agent knows that's where they came in from. So all you got to do from there, if anything, is to put them in a category. If they're coming into from a landing page, they're actually probably going into whatever category you set them up using the lead routing rules. But that may be a step that, especially the first time you set them up, you may have missed that. And at that point, you would just go into that category and you can send an email to that entire category in 5 seconds. And it's right from within your Wise Agent. So the nice thing is that it's tracking them, but it is tracking them in your Gmail too. So just to let you know, it is tracking each individual person. I wish I could show you this. Oh, this is driving me nuts right now. Why is it doing this? Yes, I saved the passwords. I was just on this with someone this morning. Someone must not have liked my training earlier today. I will try it again one more step. This may be, we may have to come back to this one, guys, if this is not going to let me in. And because we're live on YouTube, I can't type in my password again. I don't want you to see it. I'll do it and make sure it doesn't come in here maybe. I did that one time and I'm like, oh, that's a very personal password to be broadcasting all over the internet. Oh no, why is my password not correct today?
It might just be the system, Nick, because I was actually online with Wise Agent before I connected, so I got to get back online with them because I was having trouble.
All right, so that maybe we may need to come back to that. Let me just make sure. Oh, that's not my password. I have a different password for this than I use for most things, just because of multiple people being in my account. Yep, we're gonna have to come back to that. All right. I will absolutely, though, I think I'd like to do that as like a whole session on lead flow into Wise Agent, because I think that's something that it is a little non-intuitive on the way in, but once you do it once, you'll understand it, but I have to be able to show you. So anything related to Wise Agent today, we will be tabling until at least tomorrow, because I'm just gonna have to clean out my browser and then see if it's me or them. I think it's me. It normally is me. That's the problem. What else about Wise Agent though? I'm going to add this to our list in our coaching questions, because this is, and by the way, notice how they're adding up. Most of them are about Wise Agent. It is awesome that you guys are really putting the time in to finally to understand it. I know at the beginning it was easy to just default into our old system that I was paying for 2 systems. That system was not great, guys. It was as good as we could get at the time. This is so much better, but it does take time to get used to. It's why the COO of the whole company has flown in here twice and is coming back on Tuesday and is with us live. So please keep the questions coming. This question, and that was Dina that asked it. So I'm going to make sure to get back to you first, is that when people input their info into a landing page, we're going to call it WA landing page, how can I send an email just to all of them? Great question, because the open houses are such a wonderful use of the landing pages. So I will get back to you as soon as I can get back in the system and show everybody. It's not hard, but I want to be able to show you. Reed, I saw you had your microphone off for a second. Do you have a question?
Oh, no, because basically I was reading just the question that they already implemented it. I was online with Wise Agent prior to, I just said before you got on, because my account had, somehow they messed it up and I hadn't been able to get in. So I was actually just trying to get back in to ask them some of these questions.
They may have a little technical problem on their end today. They will fix it. They're amazing.
Yeah, they've been communicating by chatting frequently. So I've been getting all these emails. So as soon as I jump off, I got to call her right back. So I'm getting back on with her.
The thing is like these people are available. They say 24/7. I have tested this out at 1 and 2 in the morning. And it's not just somebody saying, oh yeah, we'll get back to you. It's literally someone that is one of their true, like their programmers or their people. Because they've been able to walk me through things at 2 and 3 in the morning. One other thing I want to show you guys, it is relating to YouTube. I would recommend that you guys subscribe to Wise Agent on YouTube because they are constantly doing a lot of new content. Actually, all of our vendors, Wise Agent, Zenlist, Cloud CMA, Remind, not so much. They're not really doing as much, but Cloud CMA does a lot of content. The core training, since we're all so big fans of them, that's where I get my coaching from. So that's where your coach is coached by. But start with Wise Agent. They have new content constantly and their library is amazing. But again, the live help is also fantastic. All right, any questions about stuff besides Wise Agent so I can show you? This will be shorter today than I thought.
Hey, Nick, I have a quick question for you. First of all, it's glad to be back. Took some time off to kind of get myself together and just happy I'm now licensed as of yesterday in Iowa. So
congratulations, dual license.
Yes, I wanted to ask a question with the Zenlist. Once I know here they don't have like a private listing network. So how would that be effective? How can I get my MLS once I get it in that MLS, get it into Zenlist? Because I think it's a great tool to use instead of sending out stuff all the time.
That's a conversation between your local MLS there and your broker. So okay. That is now my understanding is, so for example, because I pay for it for you guys here and they're over in Indiana, it's worked over there. All of our tools work wherever the MLS plays well. So, okay. And Zenlist is wanting to grow big time. They are already in, I think, in like 27 different MLSs,
okay.
14 of which have the private listing network. Even for people that don't, even for local MLSs that don't have a private listing network, and you all know my feelings on the private listing network. I don't like it. Any time that 1% of the agents have access to stuff or that the consumers aren't getting the information, that bothers me, but it is what it is. That's the way it is here locally. So that's why we found Zenlist. For other MLSs, if they don't have a private listing network, it's still the only app that allows them to create the filters, and it's you branded to you, right. Interacting directly with you, setting up the tours and things like that. This is a huge thing. So if you go into the tours, either you or I want to go into my past tours here, either you or the client can set up the tours. You can optimize the map, send everybody the schedule. Once, we are on the tour, they can make notes on the property just like they can prior to it. It is incredible to, be able to really watch what your clients are interacting on, and then also what they're requesting to see from you. So it takes a lot of the back and forth out. And let me show you guys a tip for those of you that are either on a team or kind of partnering with somebody, whether you're the rainmaker or you're the team member, you guys are equal partners. Maybe somebody's out of town a little bit like Ken. I go into, see these, this is really small. So let me try to make this bigger. See where it's got these little arrows back and forth. That means I've shared that client with somebody. I've shared that client with another agent. So let's go into, this is a great example, client of mine. And then where it says edit buyers and co-agents, this is where you can add another agent at our office, So here we go, because actually Tabrin should be on all mine because he works with me on my clients. And then you can also add a family member. So suppose mom, and I won't point the client out, but there's a client on here that's got the search going with mom because mom is involved in the process. Another one, I've got mom and dad on the process, or an aunt, or somebody that's actually going to live in the property because somebody's buying it for them. So there's really cool interactions with that is going to be very useful for you, especially Ken, somebody like you that's in 2 states now and may not be in that state at that time. Hey, you know what? Whoever the agent is that you kind of work with regularly, just share the client with them. And what I do with my team is that then that creates accountability where someone else can be seeing what they're signing into and requesting or not, where we can say, okay, if I scroll down, there's people, got 117 people in here. There's people that haven't been on there in over a month. Now, most of mine, that's because they bought. Some of them, not so much. They need a little nudge, right? That's what Core says on Wednesdays, hot leads and old leads. Some of those are old leads and they need to be given a little love and a reminder. And other ones, if they're picking out a bunch of stuff or they're looking in here and you're not out with them that week or that weekend, that is a yellow flag to me that they're looking. Why are you not engaged with them? Be careful with that. So yeah, for you, Ken, that other MLS, have your broker talk to that MLS. I know that I've warmed up conversations for Zenlist in a couple different MLSs.
Okay.
A couple other things to show you guys about Zenlist, since we're kind of trending in that direction today, is that if you go on that support button down here at the bottom left-hand side, it pops up the start a conversation under 2-minute response time during most regular hours. Zenlist isn't quite as 24 hours a day as Wise Agent is. And by the way, on all of these, I am like either on an advisory board, I'm like one of their advocates or VIP, like the people that they're trying to get us industry alleged leaders like me. I put myself in quotes. I don't know whether a leader, but I try. They're trying to get us to get other people to use it, other broker owners to see it, how great it is. So if they want me to advocate for them, all of our vendors need to be good to you. So if you have a problem, let me know. I can't guarantee you that I'll be able to fix it for you. But I'm actually coming up with some content for a lot of our different providers and they're implementing it. So if we have ideas, we can probably get them some help. They can also schedule one-on-one training session with you. All of our vendors, that is my new standard. That is part of the reason why I fired our last CRM. They didn't do that stuff. If you want to go into the help, but not touch anything else, look at this. Then it will say, so I want to show you this again. You go into help on the lower left-hand side, and then you click on the search for help, but you don't put anything in the box. Look what it does. Browse collections. And here, my friends, the marketing materials. Oh man, there are some cool marketing materials and examples. And remember, at our office, we have an in-house graphic designer. So, Marky Lemons, I both love Canva for everybody else, but I'm like, I'm not doing, I don't have time to do that. So I send all my stuff to poor Amanda. That's why we pay for Amanda to be a graphic designer for free. Amanda can help you turn some of the logos and templates that they've got, like find more property. work with me to access the largest home inventory. Now I know how to go on Instagram on the stories and then slap my logo that Amanda made for me that's got IDFPR compliant, by the way, office logo, my personal logo. I know how to slap that on there in an Instagram story and then screenshot it and then send it to myself. That's a lot of work. Let Amanda help you. They've got all different kinds of really great ways to spell out what the value is of Zenlist. And again, going back to the YouTube example, go on YouTube and subscribe to Zenlist. They have some really great videos, both for you and for your clients, both for you and for your clients. Oh, Edna, do you know why? Oh, Lord. Do you know why that my Zenlist has the ZenLink QR code? Because I made it. I didn't do that. They didn't do that. I did. I was like, oh, wow, look at that. Brain fart on my part. So if you go into the help, they show you how to use, and by the way, it's QR code monkey. It's the one that I always advocate for, which is I think the one that Marky also does. I probably learned it from Marky. That's why you need to come on Tuesday, y'all. And there's look QR code monkey or QR. I think it's QR code. It is QR code monkey. They've got a typo in there. They will show you how to make your own QR code for that. Just using their information. So it doesn't look like it's automatically making you one. I don't think they've got the data and manpower for that, but that is right there in the help.
Well, Crystal did reply, but she said this feature was just released today.
Ooh, we got new stuff for you. All right, well then, never mind. It is done for you. And so that because it didn't mine here. I'm gonna go look at mine one more time. Because mine didn't have my little logo in it. Yeah, there's no Nick logo or exit logo. So that is directly from them. Well, good. See, we learned it together. And tell Crystal, thank you for the quick response. So you'll probably have yours by the end of the day. So all right, let's review guys a little bit. Where are we at? QR code for Zenlist. If you want your QR code, couple different benefits on that. I have this, I added to the coaching blog, the language that I use, doesn't mean you have to use it, but a little help on language for your digital presentations from Exit. So that's going back to our roadmap. We have a lot of work to do in Wise Agent, and it looks like that is going to be tomorrow and next week. We're going to be together several times next week talking about specifically Wise Agent. So maybe that is probably the best thing to do is kind of put those questions in the tab on the bottom that says coaching questions. All of you have the living link. It is very easy to remember because there's a bit.ly code for it. And it is also on the coaching blog right at the top, along with how to schedule time with me. I got a lot of time next week for one-on-ones and small groups, guys. Lots of time next week for that. And I'm slowly getting back into this coaching blog and taking a couple things out that no longer exist and adding new things in that I think are relevant to you. So if you need to schedule time with me, obviously you hopefully know at this point how to do that. But right at the top in the featured, there is the Need Help, Want to Grow link. And that also has just a reminder of the live link to our living lists. And so you can add a question in the coaching section and then just look, don't write in the roadmap, please, at this point. There was no way for me to lock that. So I'm just going to trust you guys to just read that. You can print it out and to make a checklist for yourself. What's coming later in the roadmap, by the way, we're going to talk about teams. We're going to talk about attracting agents, residuals. It could go all the way down into talking about, buying real estate. We are going to really start at the top because I'm looking just at the names on here. We got to get our regular tools up and running. Room view. If you don't have your room view link, I can resend it to you. You can just send me an email right after this and I will get you right in using that same email you sent it to me to room view, because look at the content. And again, I pay for you to have it on one account, and just please do it on LinkedIn. You don't need to pay for the other stuff. You just need to hold on. Let me go into my profile. You just need to set it up on LinkedIn because you can also share that content elsewhere. So look at the stuff it posts. Now there's Rate My Agent. We'll talk about that another day. We got way too many things at once. We're talking about here. Home estimate. Home estimate. Don't lose money when selling your home. I don't have time to make a video. They made it for me. They made it for you. And it'll post automatically. The more you can post things real estate related, if you're busy or if you're new and overwhelmed, those are really, you know, you got two seats. I always say, even at my home office, I can't point my camera, but even at my home office, if you want to come here and coach, I got two seats. One's for in psychologically agents that don't have enough leads, which is a lot of agents. That's the whole problem in the industry. That's my vision, is to get everybody out of that seat and in the cool seat, which is still work. We were always trying to better ourselves. And that seat is, there's never such thing as too many leads. I have a lot of leads. I don't think I can handle all these on my own, and I want to maintain a balanced quality of life. That is a great time to start building your team out. And so for everybody that's capped, that may be the time to start building your team. I have a couple really interesting. There's a partnership forming. I wrote our first ever partnership basic suggestion contract for those people in the office, and they are utilizing that. So here to help, guys, here to help in all ways. I'm going to check and see if there's anything else in the chat. Can you send me the link? Everybody, do not send me the link in the chat, because when I close out, the chat goes away. Send it to me as an email, and I will be able to right there from the email do that for you. I am going to cut us off for the hour and get into some other coaching for you guys. I've got a pretty full afternoon with you. I do have one kind of exciting thing coming. I will give you a sneak peek. Well, I got a lot of exciting stuff for you, but give you a sneak peek of, there is another lead source that I'm working on that is similar to one that some of you enjoy. And one of you capped with some of those leads this year. There's another source that is emerging, and they came to me first because they like what the way that our office, your reputation, not mine, yours. You guys are doing a great job out there in the community. You're very positive on social media beyond what posts automatically that I'm paying for through that service. You guys are doing a great job, and I really appreciate it. So I will see you many times next week. If you need a one-on-one schedule with me, everything not Wise Agent related that I gave you an action item on, please go do that. And then we'll really tackle Wise Agent deep next week when we have a Lenny here too in person, because she knows a lot more than me, because she's helped create the product. Talk to you guys later. Have a good one. This is on YouTube, so to go catch it there if you want.